You already know where you at. Welcome to Primetime Talk TV. So look, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on into this joint. I had to because I called it in my video, the last video I went live on. I was telling y'all we could possibly see a fight that goes all the way to the end. And like I normally do, I be right on point with this stuff. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people was like, oh, he gonna get knocked out. Tank ain't choosing the right. I told y'all, them guys fought in the amateurs. They got history. 130 from 135 is not a big difference. You know, Lamar Roach looked good in the weight. He handled himself like a pro. He came in there with ambition, and boy, did he keep everybody on the edge of their seats with, you know, Tank Davis. Now, what I will say about this is, you know, I think one of the downsides to Tank Davis team is because, if you look at it correctly, you know, Tank Davis, he had Barry Hunter in his team, and he had Calvin Ford in his team as well. And I think, honestly, that was just one too many people in Tank's ear. You know, hey, I got to call it like I said. It was Tank's first time being on a big stage with Barry Hunter and his team like that. And then you had Calvin still in the corner, trying to help and assist. And I think it was Tank really trying to please both fighters. And honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I do understand that Calvin, he had to take some time off for himself. He just recently got married, and he wanted to spend some time with his wife, be a human for a little while. He's training every day around the clock. So I get it. I totally understand, but I feel as though, honestly, respectfully, he should have stayed out of the corner. If Barry Hunter was the one that was, doing the training, doing the preparation and things of that nature, I feel as though, it was one too many cooks in the kitchen on that fight. And you can tell by Tank's performance, he still performed good, but he wasn't as mentally crisp as he normally is. Hey, you got to give Lamont Roach his credit. You got to. You can't sit here and say, oh, it was because of that, the reason why. No, I won't. Lamont Roach did what he's supposed to do. He came there with his team, his corner. He didn't switch nothing up. He came in there hungry, and it showed. Just like I said, that fight would end up going to the 12th round, and it did. It did. Lamont Roach also showed that he had a heck of a chin. He took some of Tank Davis's best shots. And hey, run it back. That's what I say. Run it back. What do you think? You think they should run this fight back? Me personally, I think so. I think it'll be good for another fight, maybe even a trilogy, depending on who wins. Because you know if Lamont Roach wins on the second fight, it's going to be a trilogy. But, I think in the next fight, it'll most likely be Calvin Ford directing the ship again. And I really feel like the next time they fight and they see each other, you're going to have a better Tank Davis. He got film study now. Now you know how Lamont Roach fights and you know his approach. But you got to give Lamont Roach credit, for real, for real. He did better than anybody we've ever seen in that ring with Tank Davis. And that's real, you know. Somebody said that it's going to be a hydration clause with Roach. Look, it could be. It could be. It could possibly be, He came in and he weighed in the right weight. So, if it is a hydration clause, that's going to be a crazy little stipulation. But hey, we've seen it done before. A lot of people were arguing that, next time Lamont Roach is going to ask to have the fight in DC, you know? So home turf could be involved. Or they could just take it on neutral ground and go straight to Vegas, where the odd makers are gonna be and where the big moolah is gonna be. So we could see that fight going to Vegas. It's up in the air about that. But I definitely want to see these guys run it back. I don't think Tank should take another fight. I know Shakur Stevenson chimed in and said that if the fight between Gervonta Tank Davis don't get made, then he will offer up his belt to fight Lamont Roach. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I can't even front. That would be the #2 biggest fight in the world to see. But is Shakur Stevenson real serious about that? Now, hey, Shakur Stevenson definitely has better defense, I believe, that would give Lamont Roach some serious problems. But as we can see, Lamont Roach got a little crack to him. You know what I mean? He was popping Tank Davis with some shots that kept Tank Davis honest. Tank Davis didn't run up on him like he did all the other fighters, Pitbull and so many others. Even with Pitbull, he fought with an injured hand and he still stayed in the pocket and still traded dangerously. But we saw with this Lamont Roach fight, Tank Davis was on his bicycle. He was moving around. He wasn't staying in one shot in one space. And he was, like Barry Hunter was saying, keep your head off the line. So, I mean, it was a good fight. It still was a good fight. I'm still excited about it because I called it. I told everybody it was going to go straight to the 12. Reason being is because when you fight fighters that you fought in the amateur and you have a fighter that is moving up 5 pounds with a belt, that makes for a serious recipe of a good fight, if you know boxing. But a lot of times we see, fighters overcompensate. Some fighters haven't fought better opposition to get to that point. And Lamont Roach has. He's fought better opposition than any other fighter that Tank Davis had fought. And like I said, they fought in the amateur, so they got a little familiarity with each other, and it showed. It truly showed. Now, the thing I want to get into that, the elephant in the room, everybody is talking about the knee. Everybody talking about the knee. Look, let me keep it real with you. The first time I saw it now, I was like, that's my referee. How he gonna let that happen? But, listening to, the excuse of why Tank Davis took the knee, his braid got in his eye and, he had to clean his eye up. But what I did see is that, it wasn't a real shot that hit Tank Davis at that time to make him take a knee. So, but hey, look, the rule book say if you take a knee, referee got to count, But we know also superstar status. That's the apparatus. You're going to be able to do some things that you normally couldn't do if you the B-side. So we understand. If you know boxing, y'all, we understand who the superstar is, who the A-side is. And a lot of times that's going to happen. Just like with the score at the end of the fight. A lot of people were saying that, hey, Lamont Roach won that fight. They were saying if you legitimately did the scorecards right, then Lamont Roach won. But we know how it go too if you being realistic. To beat a man, you got to knock out the man. When it comes to boxing, the A side, you got to knock that dude down or out or maim him or hurt him. You got to Chris Colbert him. You got to do something crazy. No pun intended, Chris Colbert. Love you still, man. Prime time. But look, to be real and honest, I feel as though it should have been a split decision. Easy. I don't think it should have been a majority split. It should have just been an even split decision. Run the joint back. You know, it's a bigger attraction the second time. You're going to make more money. You're going to bring in more revenue. People going to pay it that didn't see it the first time. They're going to buy it now because all the people that were complaining in the beginning saying that, oh, Lamar Roach ain't nobody. Who is this guy, man? Tank always choosing, why don't he fight this dude? Why don't he fight Pitbull? Pitbull just got beat by Rayo. He need to fight that back. He need to run that back. And we see Rayo ain't trying to, make that run back all crazy. So, you know, for to see this fight a second time, hey, I sign off on it. For real. I sign off on it. I think it needs to happen. I think, it'll be a good fight for everybody to see twice around. I think it'll definitely be bigger than the first time. Now everybody got they got some evidence to know it ain't no doubt that Lamont Roach can hold his own and he ain't just some old pick'em cherry type fight. No, not at all. Now you got to respect him. Now you got to put respect on his name. And that's what I do here at this channel. I put respect on everybody's name. You can't discredit no fighter and call him a bum, a tomato can, and a cherry pick, and a cab driver. I done heard so much stuff, leading up to this fight about Lamont Roach. And now look, all them people that bet money on Tank, salty. Straight Lay's potato chips. For real. I'm telling you, it's some cats that's hot. I put money on this joint for nothing, man. What's going on, man? Hey, it is what it is. Boxing is unpredictable. It really is. Now, I gotta go into the rumor mill real quick, because there's some crazy stuff that's been said leading up to the fight. Y'all remember Tank Davis was talking about Turkey Al-Sheikh, saying that he ain't going over there, and guys going over there getting sick, and so many things were said. So many things were said. And a lot of people on the conspiracy theory side, because, I keep my ears to the streets. I don't believe in everything, but I at least listen, and I bring it to y'all and see what y'all think. They saying that Turkey Al-Sheikh might have had a hand in making a phone call and saying, hey, don't get that fight to nobody. That's all speculation. It's all conspiracy theory in my book. I don't believe Turkey Al-Sheikh made no phone call and paid somebody on the judging end to stiff arm, hit Tank Davis with the Heisman Trophy joint, because, a lot of people, the Twitter streets, they were saying that, if it weren't for him saying that about Turkey Al-Sheikh, he probably would have got the nod from the judges. Look, man. Like, I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? I gotta be real with you. I don't know about all that. I don't think Turkey got that much pull to make a phone call over here. Hey, anything is possible. Hey, I'm not gonna say anything is possible, but I'm just saying I like Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's my man. He been shaking up boxing, putting his money where his mouth is, making some of the biggest fights, making big fights happen. But y'all, look, you can't give too much credit, man, to, sabotage, conspiracy theories, and all that stuff like that. Come on, y'all. We got to be adults sometimes. And sometimes we just got to realize everybody got their match, man. Everybody in boxing got their alter ego. They got that one opposition, or like the young folks say, ops, that really will bring out the best in them. And, you know, hey, we heard Calvin Ford and them saying that, hey, you know, we hope that Lamont Roach will bring out the best in Tank. And I think he did. I think he did because I'm pretty sure Tank, after seeing how, you know, he bent on holding the rope, like, man, come on, man. He couldn't believe that they did a draw on him. You know, he thought he had that star power to get the little nod, but nah, because, you know, everybody would have felt like somebody got robbed. But look, y'all, real talk. What y'all think about that fight? Who do you think won that fight? Do you think it should have been like it is, a majority split decision draw? Or do you think that, hey, it should have been a nod for Tank Davis? Do you think Tank Davis hit him with enough power shots to earn the win, you know, and Tank should have walked away the winner? Or do you think that Lamont Roach won that fight? You know, I'm gonna put a poll up later on after this live joint, but I just want to know what do y'all think, for real, for real. All my fans out here in Primetime Talk TV world, and all my Primetime Talk TV family. And what's up, Jose? What's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Yeah, it's been a while. Working on some big things. You know, dropped a clothing line called Masachi, and you know, got some real big things going on. Gonna be doing some bigger shows, some collaborations. Look, it's about to get bigger and better. Real talk. Look, I can't even hold you. You know, I've been waiting to drop the news on you guys, but you know, it's still little things we wait, a little paperwork to come in, you know. So hey, once that all drop, then it's gonna get even bigger and better. Britton Roberts, what's going on, my brother? What's going on? Ping one. Yeah. Shoot, Roach definitely did take those shots well. He took them very, very well. So that let you know he got a chin on him. You know, and you can't discount a fighter that's hungry that got a chin on him. We saw what Pitbull Cruz did. So look forward to Roach. WBA made an announcement and said that they are going to look into making an immediate rematch. Hey, I likes that. I likes it. I likes it a lot because you know boxing needs it, and PBC always put on big fights, y'all. We know how it go. You know, PBC really do be holding us down for as big fights. And I think these fighters do not need to move on to nobody else. I think the next fight for them is they self once again. Run it back. Run it back. They need to run this thing straight back because both fighters didn't get dropped. Nobody fell down. Nobody really stumbled. He caught Tank with a good right hand, I think, one time and stumbled him back a little bit, got him a little off balance. But other than that, Tank, he took them shots well. Lamont Roach took shots well. Tank gave shots well. And Lamont Roach gave some shots well. Woo! Oh, man. So, also, I definitely want to talk about, you know, hey, Riyadh, they talking about bringing Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Teofimo Lopez on the same card. Ooh, come on, y'all. Come on now. You know, they was talking, you know, a few years ago, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Tank Davis were the four kings. You know, because this was before Shakur got a belt, remember? So, you know, it's good to see these three fighters on one card together. Talking about Ryan Garcia going up against Rolly Ramiro. Then talking about Devin Haney fighting Ramirez. And, you know, Teofimo is up in the air about who he gonna fight, but, you know, they got him matched up temporarily against somebody big as well. So, look, hey, I love what Turkey doing. You know what I'm saying? I love what Turkey Al-Sheikh doing. So, you know, he got Canelo over there to sign a 3-4 fight deal. So, Come on, y'all. This is where we want boxing to be. We don't want cats hiding away in their mansion, chilling in their cars and stuff, act like a star and not fighting. And to see these type of fights being made and even discussed and talked about, hey, I love it. I love it. I really do. Honestly, I would love to see Parker go against Martin Piccoli again, with Piccoli getting a whole full training camp instead of 48 hours to fight with no training. I would love to see them run that back again. So it's so many fights out here to be made. But as of right now, y'all, I want to see Tank versus Roach 2. That's what I want to hear. Real talk. And I hope y'all do as well. You know, I feel as though it's no other fights that Roach needs to take immediately. Unless this fight fall through, then jump on the Shakur. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be real good. Or we just need to see these two fights, you know, far as Tank versus Roach and Shakur fight whoever else available. Keep that ball rolling, you know, stay in the gym. And hopefully we can see the Shakur versus Schofield, the fight that didn't happen. I would love to still see that because on paper, it is dangerous for both fighters. You know, just like this Tank and Roach fight, I feel as though this Shakur versus Schofield is even tighter. Real talk. Because Schofield, you know, he fight like um uh my man that fought Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. You know, he got that type of fight. And then you got Shakur Stevenson that, you know, kind of fight, you know, a little bit like Floyd Mayweather, you know, on the defense tip. So, you know, we'll see if a pressure fighter can bring it to Shakur and touch him up, or will Shakur just be fantastic again and keep his defense in the win and end up stealing the show as usual. So, you know, hey, I don't know what else to say to y'all. You know, oh, somebody said Tank got sparked by a cockroach. Daylight robbery, in my opinion. Oh man, Captain Morgan, you cold for that. Matter of fact, let me do it in the prime time. You cold blooded. You cold blooded for that one, man. But look. I can see why some people would say it's robbery. If you haven't never really, you know, been in the ups and the downs and seen why fighters get robbed and why fighters don't get the nod, then you would say it's robbery. You know, you would say it's robbery, and they ain't even mad at you. You know what I mean? Hey, everybody is entitled to their opinion, but you know, when you're dealing with a cash cow like Tank Davis, you got to really convince the judges that you deserve that fight, you know? And it depends on the judges, too. It depends on the judges you got, because sometimes you can have some crazy judges that'll give it to anybody. They get it to the referee. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at anybody for saying that Roach got robbed or either Tank got robbed or, you know, hey, I get it. I just feel as though they need to run it back because it's exactly what I said it was going to be. It was going to be a 12th round decision type fight. And, you know, with a possibility of a knockout. But hey, it is what it is. I got to commend both fighters for putting on an excellent, entertaining fight. Tank Davis, Lamont Roach, salute to both of you guys for putting on a very, very good fight. Glad both fighters walked out of there healthy and intact. And I look forward to WBA putting up, you know, another fight again, making these guys run it back, you know. So anyway, y'all, you know, look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I got another live to jump in on Mill City Boxing, you know. So, hey, definitely direct y'all self right on over there and check out my man Mills at Mill City Boxing. And also Before Champ and Mill City Boxing Live. You know, check out all those 3 channels. You might see me pop up over there, do a little guest appearance. So it's gonna be a wonderful year, rest of this year. I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. I got some serious announcements in the coming weeks, and I will be making it right here live. I'm gonna be going live once a week. So anyway, with that being said, you already know the routine. When you leave my house, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified the next time I drop this next latest and greatest video here on Primetime Talk TV. And I'm on social media everywhere. Definitely go to the website, primetimetalktv.com, and copy some merch. All right, y'all. Peace, love. I'm out. Till next time. Peace.